Hi, this is Alicia Bright. We're going to discuss Addison's. This is going to be a kind of a short lecture. So remember that the adrenal cortex hormones or corticosteroids include glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and androgens. So Addison's disease can be primary or it can be sort of a secondary syndrome. Primary Addison's disease is a decrease in all three classes of adrenal corticosteroids. Glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and androgens are all decreased. So Addison's disease proper is, primary Addison's disease is an autoimmune process. We don't know why it happens. However, it does seem to run in families. It does seem to have a genetic component. And in people with Addison's, there are often some other endocrine conditions that are a problem. What it looks like is progressive weakness, fatigue, weight loss, anorexia, and skin hyperpigmentation. So this picture here is an example of the bronzed skin color that comes along with Addison's disease often. People with Addison's may have orthostatic hypotension. They can have hyponatremia or hyperkalemia. They can have nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, irritability, and depression. Remember, those corticosteroids do have an effect on our emotions. A complication of Addison's disease includes insufficient adrenocortical hormones, Addisonian crisis, is caused by a sharp decrease in these hormones. That's why we wean people off these hormones very slowly. If somebody who has primary Addison's disease and normally takes adrenal steroids runs out of medications, for instance, they could land in the hospital. They could have Addisonian crisis. So Addison's collaborative care includes medications or oral corticosteroids such as hydrocortisone, prednisone, or methylprednisolone. These replace the cortisol. These are examples of corticosteroids. And they give these hormones on a schedule to mimic the normal 24-hour fluctuation of cortisol levels. So normally your cortisol goes up in the morning and then tapers off during the rest of the day. And so they'll give larger doses in the morning and smaller doses later on in the day. They might also give fludrocortisone acetate to replace the aldosterone that's also low in the body. These folks actually need extra salt in the diet because of the problems with lack of aldosterone. And these medication doses may fluctuate based on how much stress the person is under. Again, we're in a condition of deficiency. What we're trying to do is compensate and supplement the body with what it doesn't have. And in this case, it doesn't have enough of these corticosteroids. So the whole point of this is to have you kind of look a little bit closer at the issue with corticosteroids. This chart here is a nice little comparison of Addison's versus Cushing's. And you can see that people with Addison's tend to be underweight. People with Cushing's tend to be overweight. And there are just some different differences between these two that you can compare to sort of understand Cushing's a little bit better. And that's all there is on this subject. I hope that was helpful.